Well, the needs theories kind of gave way to what are called process theories. And process theories are ones that you could draw. They'll have arrows. Tried to draw in Word. Doesn't give me the best possible appealing picture, but we can get the idea in expectancy theory, or the VIE model. Here's where the V, I, and E are coming from the critical terms that are in this. Now, Vroom and others have identified the most current process motivational model. This expectancy model is written for the workplace. Now, Maslow didn't write the hierarchy of needs thinking about the workplace. He was thinking about life. But this is a straight-up workplace theory, and most of the ones we're going to look at are starting now. And so there are 3 decision points that are critical. In other words, Vroom says that while I have 6 terms here on the model, 3 of them are the terms of art. He picked them to be different, he said, so we have a little set of different words here. But actually a couple of these words we use. Expectancy, instrumentality, and valence. And they are parts of the relationship between effort, performance, and rewards. Let me show you what I mean. And I have that down here by the critical questions. Effort comes before performance, and performance should come before rewards, if you have rewards flowing after your performance. And expectancy, this term he's invented, or this effect he has identified, is the relationship between effort and performance. I draw the line here showing that it's related to effort and performance combination. And as I say here, expectancy asks this question: if I make the effort, can I do the performance? That's the expectancy. If I make the effort, can I do the performance? That's a good question. I ask about that many times to managers. What do you do to support that expectancy? Instrumentality is the relationship between performance and rewards. Instrumentality asks this question: if I do perform, if I do the performance, will I receive the rewards? Now, by the way, nothing about the rewards, just simply, well, I receive it. And then finally, valence asks, if I receive the reward, is it valuable to me? Excuse me, valence and value. If I receive the reward, is it valuable to me? Now, all of these really, according to Vroom, can be rated on 1 to 100 between efforts and performance. If I make the effort, what are my chances of doing the performance? Well, I mean, if I know how to do it well, it's 100% into the equation it goes. If I'm not very sure, maybe it's 50-50. If I'm thinking about me, I'm 5'7". If I'm going to dunk the basketball, 0. And that's really important here. If you have a 0 at any of these, I could do it if I tried. I would get the reward if I do the performance, but I don't value the reward. If the 0 value is here, then expectancy predicts no motivation. If the instrumentality is low or near 0, I can do it. If I make the effort, I can do the performance. But if I do the performance, I'm not likely to actually get the reward. But I do value the reward. But my boss won't come through with it, or there's an empty promise, or there's too many people trying to get that reward, and my performance will not be instrumental in bringing the reward. So I have to have positive numbers in all of these, and they need to be greater than 0, right? So implications for managers. This is probably the most useful tool in trying to make the workplace attain higher performance, I say. It's perhaps the most useful in job-based approaches. Pay for performance plans, strengthen the instrumentality. That is, if you do it, you get the pay for performance. Whether that's a piece rate or whether it's commission. You know, you sell, I think I can sell a car if I make the effort. If I sell the car, if I do the performance, will I get the reward? Well, yeah. Do I value the reward? It's money. Yeah, I'm probably going to value that. So things like piece rate and commission strengthen the instrumentality in that, the connection between the performance and the reward. Most pay systems, however, don't do that, do they? So what do they strengthen? So if you are up here and you do a really good job, if I try to do my job very well, can I do it? Yes. If I do it really well, will there be a reward? Well, my regular paycheck. Well, that's not very linked to my performance. Leadership-based approaches emphasize the value of the rewards, particularly when rewards aren't financial. Most rewards are not financial. And so one thing I can do at the leadership, or in other words, the personal basis, is that I can try to dole out non-financial rewards to my people. I can recognize them, for instance. I can thank them, for instance. I can also clarify the expectancies between the expectancies and instrumentalities. Here's what you need to do. Here's the kind of effort it's going to take to do the reward, to do the performance. Here's the kind of performances that I reward. And then there's all kinds of approaches that I can take personally to help the person strengthen their expectancy calculation.